Welcome back to your Sunday edition of Good Morning Vail on TVA. I'm your host, Liz, and I am sitting here with somebody super special to me. This is Penny Wilson, everybody, from the Vail Rotary Club, and I'm really happy to have you here. I've known Penny for quite a few years now, and I've known you've been part of the Rotary Club for a long time. You actually had me host the duck races a couple of years.
Yeah.
That might have been the funniest duck race we've ever had.
Awesome. It was awesome.
It really was fun, but I had such a great time, and I learned a lot about the Rotary Club. And how long have you been part of the Vail Rotary?
I joined right after we moved here, so I'm going on 8 years.
That's amazing. 8 years already here. How do you love it? I mean, you're not going anywhere, are you?
Oh, no, we just love it up here.
I know. Same with us. We moved 13 years ago, and that's the end.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. What's it like being part of the Rotary Club? You feel like you have your finger on the pulse of everything going on in the community?
You do. One of the really great things about Rotary is when you come into the community, it's, you know, the Valley's kind of a hard place to break into because the locals are like, yeah, let's see if you're really going to stay.
They're clumped together, yeah. Right.
Exactly. So Rotary gives you an instant community of people that you can know, lean on, say, hey, I need a plumber, I need a this, who can I call? And it's such a great community. In the main club, we have speakers come every week and talk about things going on in the community. So we always know, you know, kind of what's going on. And the other thing with that is that the money from the duck race, we give back. About 80% of that stays here in the community.
Nice.
So then we hear from a lot of the nonprofits, and then we give grants to those nonprofits to help them keep doing what they're doing. The other 20% goes international. We work on a lot of primarily water and sanitation projects all over the world.
Wow, see, this is something I knew a little bit about the local things, but I did not know about the international projects that you guys do.
Yeah.
Taking care of everybody everywhere. This is amazing. This is why I like to bring people like you on, because we have members of the community that just take care of people. It's a form of altruism that you don't see not only in a lot of communities, but just in the world today.
Yeah.
People are all about other things. But to have people like you and all the other members, it's just something that's so great, and it's comforting to know that we have people that care, they take care of everybody, and there's a base that people can go to when they want some questions answered and things like that. And I just think it's remarkable. I think a lot of people think of the Rotary Club as, Rotary.
Yeah.
But it's not, because I experienced it. You're just a bunch of great people doing great things. And that's why I think that I want to bring more light to the Rotary Club of Vail, because I think there should be more members and more people involved, even if they wanted to just donate or be part of something. And this is one thing I also wanted to bring you on. You have a brand new, what would you call it? Is it another part of the organization? Is it just like a, what would you call this?
So we have our regular club, the Vail Rotary Club, that meets on Wednesday mornings from 7:30 to 9 at Manor Vail.
Okay.
And we're starting a companion club called Impact.
Aww.
And Impact is a club for those who want to do service with other people. So work on service projects for like Habitat, the food bank, all of these different things, but who either don't want to or can't do the meetings. Because for a lot of people, that Wednesday morning meeting is just not doable. It's a deal breaker for them being able to join Rotary.
Yeah, they might have a job, they might have kids, they might have obligations that they can't make it.
Right.
And so you guys have this club, and you don't have to actually have meetings.
Exactly. There's no meetings unless we want to get together. We could get together and have a happy hour or whatever, but primarily it's going to focus on service. So we'll have group service projects like every other month, but then if you volunteer individually, those hours count. We're going to ask everybody to log their hours so we can, their volunteer hours, so we can say this is how much of an impact we're making in the community. We contributed this many hours to the community. So we're starting, a few of us are going to go over to Copper for the Special Olympics next weekend,
oh my
which will be so much fun. It's their state winter games. And then we'll look at probably having one maybe in April, maybe one in May, or we may skip April and do May, but I'm hoping that through the other members, we'll also learn about other volunteer opportunities. So no meetings if you want to do service, and it's also super low pressure. So if you're like, well, I can't do this month, that's fine. We just want to provide a way for people to do service with a group and be a part of Rotary. All of the members of Impact are still members of the Vail Rotary Club and of Rotary International.
That's really special because I think it's a very, I don't know, it's a privilege to be part of something like this. I really believe that. And some of the organizations you had mentioned, we've had here on the show. We've had the food bank, and you know, we've had all of these other people, and they're always looking for volunteers, and they're always looking for extra help and extra hands. So with the Impact program, you're gonna be able to provide extra bodies for them and give them a little bit more help that they need. Not saying that we wouldn't like people to come in and do whatever they can to help and provide a little bit of assistance, but what you're doing is amazing.
Yeah, I think it's going to be really great. And it's great for people who are new to the Valley.
Yes.
Because then, again, you get to meet other people in the Valley that you might not meet otherwise, and have a support system. And if you volunteered before, you know how good you feel afterwards, just mentally.
Oh yeah, the habitat and everything
Habitat,
else.
you may be completely exhausted after it. After our last habitat build, we were sore for a couple days.
I did the build too. It was so much fun though.
Yeah.
That is a feeling of empowerment right there. Doing something that, even if you climb out of your comfort zone a little bit and you're doing something that makes you nervous, by the end, you're just like, I'm almost had of this. I've got my hammer, I've got my belt, I'm going.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. And you're getting to meet such great people.
Yes.
So.
Yes, I mean, I've met everybody through the Rotary from the duck race time, and what a great group of people. And everybody's happy, everybody's got a great energy, and nobody is there to do anything but be a positive member of our community and do great things.
Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. If somebody wanted to join the Rotary Club, is there any obligations that you have to fulfill, or do you have to be living here for a certain amount of time or anything like that?
No, anybody can join, even second homeowners, people who split time. It's a great way for them to get involved. So when they're here, they've got a group and a community to go out and volunteer with. And when they're at their other location or other homes or whatever, if they're volunteering there, they can still stay connected and count those hours here and just have a good time and meet great people.
I think that's fantastic. And what does it mean universally? Is that the word? Yeah, universally. To be part of the Rotary, because you had mentioned something like it can expand outside of where we live.
Yeah, so the Rotary Club here locally, we're part of Rotary International, which is a worldwide service organization.
Wow, okay.
So I forget how many thousands of clubs there are all around the world.
Okay.
So one of the things about being a Rotary member is when you travel, you can go visit other clubs.
And, oh my God,
Yeah.
and then you get the lay of the land from the other people in the club.
Exactly. We've been traveling, and I've called, the president of another club and say, hey, we're coming to your town. What are some things we need to see or do?
Oh my gosh.
And they completely hook you up and make sure that you have a great time. So it's like this huge extended family that goes all over the world. And John and I have gone to some of the international conventions, and we've met people from, Africa, England, just everywhere. And they're like, oh, here's my card. When you come over, you can come stay with me. You can come visit. Rotarians are just such great people worldwide.
That's beautiful. And you just have such a touchstone, and you almost feel like you're comfortable. I don't care what country you go to, like you just said, India, for anywhere, you can go there, and at least if you've never been there, it's a place you don't speak the language or something like that, you get in touch with the Rotarians over there, and there you go. Yeah. And you feel like you have a little bit of family there. Yeah, exactly.
And even for friends, I have a friend who's traveling to the Seychelles, and so they're going through Addis Ababa.
Ababa. I like that.
And I have a Rotarian friend who lives there, and so I got them hooked up just in case something happens with their flights or whatever. They've got somebody that they can call while they're there. It's really incredible.
So you're not only doing amazing things for the people in the area that you live, but you guys benefit from it as well because you get a perk. You're not even doing it for that, because I know that's not why you're there, but the perk is that you have a community of your own all around the world.
Exactly.
I think that is amazing. What do you guys have coming up?
So, well, we've got the volunteering at the Special Olympics.
Yeah.
And then we're actually kicking off the duck race. So
Who's hosting this year?
Who's hosting? I don't know. I don't know.
I had so much fun with the ducks.
I know.
I was like, and the yellow one's in the lead.
Yeah, and throw the ducks back. Don't take the ducks.
That's
You did
right.
such a good job with that. So actually on March 10th, we're going to be at the Vail Yeti.
Ooh.
And the Yeti usually does a Chuck a Puck to raise money for a nonprofit.
Nice.
Well, we're going to do Chuck a Duck. So you can get ducks, and at intermission, throw the ducks towards center ice, and the ones that are closest the two that are closest win a prize.
Oh my God. So much fun.
Yeah, and you can actually start adopting ducks there.
Oh,
and
to start off for the duck race.
To start for the duck race, you can get ahead, because the sooner you adopt your ducks, the sooner we can get them in training. Because we
Yes,
have a very structured training program.
And the ducks really need to get warmed up.
They do. They do. Actually, I think they're down in South America right now training, and where it's a little warmer. So, and then when it starts warming up here kind of in the mud season, usually around Memorial Day, we bring them all up here so that they can start training in the creek.
That is awesome. See, you people think that they're sitting in a warehouse. No, they're busy ducks all year round.
They are. They are.
I think that's the cutest thing. I am so excited about having you here. And I mean, let us all know some of the other great things you do throughout the year, so everybody has an idea that the Rotary Club is just not a business meeting.
Yeah, we actually do a lot of volunteering throughout the year. At Thanksgiving, we do food boxes with the Salvation Army, which is it's one of my favorite things to do all year.
Oh, what a feel-good thing.
Yeah, and then we do, so that is taking the food boxes that have been provided to families in the Valley who receive services from the Salvation Army. Oh. And you really don't realize how many people in the Valley need that kind of help.
Yeah.
And it's really shocking, honestly. We think, we're a valley of such wealth, but yet we have all of these people who need all the services and help. So taking those food boxes to them is such a great thing. And volunteering at the food bank, that's really close to my heart. And again, helping people get the food that they need. We did a habitat build. We'll do at least one more habitat build this year. Highway cleanup, river cleanup, all of those kind of things as well we'll be out and doing.
I am blown away by how many beautiful things you guys do. See, everybody, the Rotary Club is for everybody, and it's an amazing experience. You can be part of such a wonderful group of people. I absolutely adore you, and I'm so grateful that I had you here this morning. Let everybody know how to reach you guys.
So if you want to learn more, or if you want to join, you can go to vailrotary.com, and in the menu, click on Rotary Light. And that'll give you all of the information about Impact. You can email me through that, and there's also the application. So if you're like, man, I am in, get your application in. We are going to be doing our inductions for Impact the week of I think the 13th of March. So we'll have a meeting, get everybody formally inducted, and we'll be off and running.
Amazing. I can't thank you enough for being
Thanks,
here, Penny.
Liz.
You're such a wonderful person. I've always known it. Now everybody else does too. This is Penny Wilson, everybody, from the Vail Rotary with the brand new program that they have called Impact. To find out more, definitely look up Penny and find out about the Vail Rotary Club. I'm super proud to have them here today. This is Good Morning Vail on TV8, and we'll be back right after this.